Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pacific Drive. I feel like I owe you all a kind of apology. Those of you who've watched several of my Let's Plays might already know that story is not something that... Well, it's something that's difficult for me to pick up on, unless it's served on a silver platter. I very often have to rely on Google, wikis, and comments from viewers to help me fully understand what's going on. I feel like that has gotten a bit out of hand with Pacific Drive. I'm not particularly good at multitasking, and unfortunately I feel like a lot of the story and conversations in Pacific Drive happens when you're out and about driving. Oftentimes we're busy on the road or with a mission. My focus was often elsewhere, trying to avoid dangers and whatnot when important bits of information was shared. That's why we'll start today's episode with a recap of what's happened so far. It starts with us trying to deliver a package somewhere close to the zone. A roadblock forces us off the main road, and somewhere along the outer zone barrier we are pulled into an anomaly that not only destroys our van but also sends us into the outer zone proper. Shortly afterwards we find a seemingly working car. We are then contacted by Tobias and Francis. They quickly realize that what we are driving in might be a remnant. A remnant is an anomaly that inhabits in inanimate objects and forms a link to the owner or user of said item. This link gradually makes the user more and more obsessed with the object until it turns into insanity. After being guided to a safe place called the garage or auto shop, Oppie introduces herself, and after some persuasion from Tobias and Francis, she agrees to help us escape the zone. She gives us the arc device, which we can use to escape the instability out in the zone and return relatively safe back at the garage. The first task is to determine if the station wagon we found is indeed a remnant. To do this, we must drive it straight into a massive anomaly called Colossal Cappy. Confirming we are dealing with a remnant, Francis explains that the interaction between Colossal Cappy and the remnant we are driving in caused an event known as the mass hallucination, something that also happened 40 years prior. To find the source of the mass hallucination, Tobias and Francis tasks us with finding 3 specific anomalies in the mid-zone, known as the murals, each giving a hint as to where we can find the source, also known as the well. After visiting the murals and retrieving research notes from the old research facility where Oppie's husband, Dr. Allen, worked on the mass hallucination 40 years prior, the well's location is believed to be somewhere in the deep zone. Since no one has been in the deep zone in 40 years, it's not going to be easy to get there. To gain access, we need to get the power grid up and running. Using the remnant, the plan is to jumpstart different junctions along the wall. Despite the mission being a success and access to the deep zone is restored, it comes at a price. Tobias sacrifices himself as a power surge threatens the outcome of the mission. And that's where we are now. We are after the well because it is believed that that is where we can sever the connection between the remnant and ourselves, thus freeing us and in turn saving our lives. Last time we took a look at all the research and we are pretty much good to go. We went through everything, so I'm not gonna go in here too much because we saw it last time. I did go ahead and craft ourselves our new magnetic hammer that we unlocked last time, and we are fully good to go with all our new gear. And I packed a bunch of... that's not here. I packed a bunch of scrap metal because we need that to get some limb magnets for both research and crafting, and we have tons of scrap metal, so I could probably even bring more, but there's no reason to overdo it. We would like some scrap at home for, well, actually we have tons of it, so we probably could bring more, but we don't really need to. I think we are honestly good to go. Yes, everything should be fine. We have 3 quirks on our car. I haven't noticed anything, but maybe we'll find out during today's run. I'm thinking that today we are not going to finish the run because we might be doing a lot of stops. What we want to see if, maybe something like this, if there's one of these areas that has a lot more corrupted energy than the others, or just time-wise, but this is looking pretty promising. That's a lot of corrupted energy. Lots of corrupted energy there as well, but that it's not going to take us through here. But look at that. There's so much corrupted energy in this one, but there is no time. Yeah, it's probably going to be this one. Yeah, look at that. We have to go through this one, unfortunately, and this one. We could re-roll. Actually, if we go back... just curious now. Do we have enough for the advanced antenna? No, we need limb magnets for that, so that is a no. So we have a couple of re-rolls available here. Let's see. We might... I don't see any reason not to re-roll these. There's a storm here, which means they're completely useless, these two, so we might as well re-roll them, see what happens. Nope. Still have a storm there. That's a shame. No, same thing. Okay, well, honestly, it is what it is. We'll deal with it when the time comes. It could have been nice maybe to go for this one as well, but now we have to go through C5. I think, you know, the route is going to be pretty much here, because that's the safest route we have. We have a storm out here, so we might as well get some a little bit of anchor juice here, and we definitely want to explore the mid zone still. We are still looking for materials from there. So yeah, I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. Let's get our camo car out of here, and we are... Yeah, I think we're good. We got a new steering wheel as well, and a new shifter, both which are looking fairly uncomfortable to use, but here we go nonetheless. And we are still not back on the amp engine, because I think we needed materials. Yes, we needed materials from the deep zone to craft the anchor juice converter thingamajig that we want. We have a happy here. That's a good thing, I believe. In the damp forest here. Let's go. I don't think we're gonna go too much out of our way to loot, but I think whatever we do find, we will loot, because we still need some materials, especially plastic now we are pretty low on, and we need a lot of that. I did go ahead and upgrade... Oh, well, hello. Thank you. Little glitch there. I did go ahead and buy some, what's it called? Stuff at the outfitter station. Some upgrades, some impact and falling damage, so we are pretty starved for what's it called, fabric as well. And I didn't get to see the... What are the zone... No zone conditions. Okay, it's just completely clean as it is. Excellent. And it keeps being pretty dark for you guys when you're looking, so I'll try to still remember to do this, because for me right now, except for the glitches there, it's definitely playable for me. I can see plenty, but I keep seeing that you actually can't. I don't think it's too bad. I think we do pretty well with remembering to use the light, but you know, it's impossible to do all the time. Grab all these goodies. Let's check the fridge as well. Sure, why not? And I think that's it for this place. Do you fit in here? No, you do not. Okay, well, then you're gonna go up here, together with everything else. Gray paint. Don't think we particularly need that at the moment. Also went ahead and sorted some of all the paint and stuff that we have, because some of the paint is we have a lot of, and some not so much. No reason to save like 5 reds, you know. See, what do we have? Nothing super interesting at the moment. Oh well, scratch that. There is a squire up there. Actually right next to the road, so... Oh my gods. See if we can clear the road a little bit, shall we? Nothing up, Doctor. Okay, what are we looking at here? We have a steel panel, we have an armored door, and that looks... Oh, no, an armored panel here as well. Yeah, there's not much I can do about this, I think, that it's dark when we are here. Don't know if the lantern that you can buy, if that's something you can... What is that? Oh, it's my flare. Oh my god, it flew all the way over here. Okay. It was my flare. Did they drop anything interesting? It doesn't look like it. And if they did, it probably flew God knows where. Okay. Well. Put on the shield and let's go. Okay. Nothing is really coming up for a while, so let's use the scanner, see if there's something a little bit off the beaten path here. Absolutely nothing so far. Okay. We are only gonna grab the one anchor juice here. The other one is too far away. Too far away. And we just want to make sure that we have enough, whoops, by the end of the run to get out of here. So we don't want to skip everything, but we also don't need to pick up everything. Okay, so here we go. And do a quick scan again. Let's see, there's nothing. We're not going back that way, so no real reason to check. No. Okay. Well, we have something in here on the left we can check, and we have the anchor in there. Perfect. Why don't we go ahead and park you there, because we might be here for a little bit. We have a house over there as well. Let's go... Oh my god, all the tourists. Let's search this house first, if I can jump. Oink. Probably something. No, actually, for the first time, I think, or very rarely, there's nothing right at the entrance. There's usually always something that you walk by, a locker or a trash can or something like that you just oversee. And there was this as well, and I saw a backpack right there flashing. Oh, we already did that one. Okay. Yum. Okay, let's put our... Whoa! I did it, I touched it. Sorry. Okay. Anchor time, and then we'll go to the other side of the road and loot that house over there. Okay, let's turn around, because tourists are all over the place in this area. I see you. Are you gonna be fast? You are. That's not a spike log right there, is it? No. Don't think so. There's quite a few anomalies still that we need to research. Or scan for research specific purposes. But I doubt that it's something we'll find here in the outer zone. Even in the mid zone, there's a little bit of weirdness going on up there today. We'll just call it an anomaly, shall we? We'll just call it an anomaly. It's not a glitch, it's an anomaly. Something happening outside? Oh. Hello, friendo. Well, we don't really need you. But what can you give us in terms of stuff? Marsh eggs? Okay. That's it? That looks like it. Anything outside? That's a no. Okay. We actually do need marsh eggs, and we need a metric ton of them. Let's call it that. That sounds a little bit nicer than what I was going to say. We need a lot of them. In you go. Oh, almost already full, really. We barely started. Okay, there'll be a house up here on the right as well, and then another one on the left, and then another one just before the exits. Doing a little bit of off-roading here. Luckily we have very, very resistant, or resilient bumpers. Also resistant, but resilient bumpers. That's something new. Can't get in either, so then... Really? Nothing? A backpack. That's it. 2 cloth. Gotta say, that was a little bit disappointing. How far is that thing out there to the left? Ah, that's too far. Too far. How much juice did we get? 1.3? That's pretty decent. How much do we need in the end? We need 4. That's a fair bit, but I don't foresee it being an issue at all. Oh, is that another happy hair? Okay. Oh my, okay, we kinda need to go fast here. Okay, well that's kinda done then. Okay, we are actually, it's barely hitting us, okay. I don't think it's, let's just get out of here, I don't want to take the chance. I don't think it was hitting us, but I don't want to drain the battery more than I need to. Can we sneak past? No, we cannot. Okay, fine. Luckily we have the shield. And I think we still have a happy here, unless it got blown to hell.
Francis, I don't know if you're listening. A while ago, you asked me why I cared so much about the remnants. It's because I saw Alan the night of the accident, during the mass hallucination. Except, I'm not sure it was a hallucination. We had a tradition. When we were both working late, he'd swing by my lab for a coffee break at some ungodly hour. That night, he visited. We talked. The coffee burnt my tongue. Nothing out of the ordinary. Seconds later, the gamma ray surge swept through the facility, and the roof caved in. I looked for him in the aftermath. I couldn't find him anywhere, because he hadn't been in my lab. He was ground zero at the accident site, miles away in the deep zone. But I saw him, touched him, smelled his cologne. He was there. Impossibly there. More than a hallucination.
You never reported that?
Admit to Arda that I communed with my husband's ghost. When they were already looking for ways to push me out, not a chance. I gave them my technology and my home, but I'd be goddamned before I let anything destroy my professional credibility.
And this remnant?
It's my last chance to know if what I saw was true. If it came from the well, or if it was all in my head. The things we spoke of. Things I couldn't have made up. Never mind. I know how it sounds.
Like you've seen a ghost.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, that's it for this area. G9. We do have a bit of time. We have shocking speed, so yep. Bolt bunnies, wriggling wrecks. All the good stuff that we want to see when we have shocking speed. Let's get into it. Okay, so it seems like Uppy has a personal stake in this. Well, I guess Francis has too now, since he lost Tobias to this this whole mission of ours, or quest to get out of here. Okay, let's see. Well, that could be a very short trip, but I think we're gonna try and get up here and then through here. There's probably a tunnel right here, I think so. We would have to go up here anyway. I think we have time for it. Otherwise, we can always haul it out of here towards the end, if we need to. I wonder if the limb shield protects against the electricity damage, and if that means if we get hit, for instance, we are not gonna get jolted forwards. I'm not sure how determined I am to finding out, unless we absolutely have to. Is that a Rickling? No. It's not a Rickling. Holy Hannah, it's bright. Is that mist? Together with just the good old sunlight? That's intense. It must be. That was very bright. At least now we're in a little bit of the... Well, we are in the shadow of the mountain here, so... Let's do a scan. Anything interesting out there? And I don't think so. Ooh. Oh, it's a spike puddle, let's not go into that. And we need to take a right here. Follow this road. Yes. We should be coming up on the main road here soon, luckily. Do another scan. Absolutely nothing. Okay. And left we go. Where is the road? Okay, there it is. It's really covered well here by the rocks and foliage. Okay, well, we follow this. There's not much in this area, actually. It's almost purely for the anchor juice that we technically don't really need, but there was a good amount of anchors up here, so I thought, why not? Otherwise it would have been a pretty short junction, which I suppose we could have done as well. Well, we have one pretty close by here. Be able to see it. Maybe? Am I blind? Oh my, I am blind. Yoink. Scrap this. Actually, you know, speaking of the limb shield. Maybe we should activate it. But in case it works and it blocks the jolt, then if we get hit while we are out and about, at least we are okay. Don't know why I have the lights on. Let's turn that on. Was something damaged? Ah, you're fine. No, you know what? No, that's... we can do this real quick. We're not gonna do the lead shielding because we don't... I don't think there's anything there that we need. Don't know if we get any plastic from this. Don't think so, really. Don't think we get plastic from these either. We have one plastic, so that's probably a no. What about you? Any plastic? No, not really. So they are not, at the moment for us, I don't think they're like super worth going for. Okay. We have 2 more anchors here. We have one that's very much up this hill. Let's see if our car can crush this. Easy. Exactly over here. Is that it? Yeah, I think so. Let's park it like this. So we need to go downhill in a bit. Ooh. No, 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 no. If nothing else, it can be quite a beautiful... Okay, it does not help. It does not cover. It does not help. Son of a gun. I don't think we took damage, but... You know... Still drains the battery every time we need to do this. What the? Did we hit a left, right? Stop it. We should be right on it. There it is. Let's see what we have in here. No trash cans, nothing in the cabinet either. That's kind of disappointing. Empty locker. Empty bathroom. Oh, crate at least. Okay, some plastic. Good. Okay. Well, we got a full stack of plastic so far. That's not nothing. That's not nothing. That's definitely worth taking with us. Okay, is that a gas station we have there? If we follow the main road, it might just be. Let's not crash into the trees. Let's avoid the left, right there. We do need to go to the right here. Yeah, there we go. That's the road. Okay. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a Squire. Let's... Uh-oh. No. We don't have the... Oh, we have the shield. It doesn't connect. Ooh, there's something over there. That's a fuel truck. So, not really interesting since... Yeah, that's a gas station. So the fuel truck is not interesting. This one, however, is a little bit interesting. Right, so the limb shield seems like it protects against the bunnies as well, which is probably why the happy hair didn't stick either. That's a nice little bonus. Nice little bonus indeed. Sure, more flares. Why not? We might need them at some point. Okay, I think we still have kind of plenty of time, but let's try and speed it up a little bit here. Don't want to get caught with our pants down. Yeah, big dance, let's go. What? Uh-huh. Sucker. You stay there, friendo. While I fuel my car for the next 30 minutes. Nah, it's okay. It's actually not too bad. We only used about 25%, so it doesn't take long to fill up. In you go. Okay, but I do want to destroy you. Huh? How did you go? Plasma, very nice. Friendly dumpster. And an actual dumpster. Chemicals.
Good
Oh my.
news. I can replicate Alan's suppression method. We'll stand some chance of halting the gamma ray burst from the well. 30 years later, my late husband still manages to impress. Figuring out how to keep you alive once the reaction gets going, however, that's harder. But I have an idea. Francis, I need your ear.
Go on.
We know that as soon as the car gets to the well, the trigger will be instant. Once this remnant expends its energy, gamma radiation will
Erupt from the well, and the driver will be at ground zero taking the worst of it.
But can we activate the gateway as soon as they make contact?
It's tricky. Too early, and we may interrupt whatever reaction process the remnant carries out. Too late, and it's bad news for the driver. There's too many unknowns. Only the driver will know the right time to use it.
How can you be sure they'll live long enough to make that call?
The ARC device has been transmitting data every single second since it was installed. Every drop of fuel, every spark plug that car's lit, I have on record.
You've been running an experiment this entire time, with the driver as the guinea pig.
The mere act of being alive is the biggest experiment of all, dear.
Is that another one of Alan's sayings?
That one's all mine. Driver, we've seen that car protect you this entire time. It's triggered a gateway in your time of need. It's ferried you back to the garage through every circumstance and obstacle and bump in the road. So we can trust that it'll protect you long enough to get you away from whatever and wherever you end up.
Still sounds like a heavy dose of blind faith to me.
Could be. Look, there's one last part to this, and it's waiting for you back at the auto shop. Take your time. Enjoy the view.
Well, I mean, we don't really have much of a choice here. If we stay here with the remnant, it's gonna drive us insane, and we're gonna die some horrible death anyway. So, do we get more with using the magnetic hammer? I don't remember ever getting so much loot from those. So it's not like we have a lot of choice here. No, don't hit it. Don't want to surge forward into the wall. Is that a wriggling wreck? No, it doesn't look like it's wriggling. That would have been... I mean, we are not out yet. That would have been nasty to place a wriggling wreck right in the... We saw this before, right in the path. We saw one of these before. I'm curious. Is there anything in here? Kind of, but not really. Well, that's our cue. And I'm thinking we will explore the mid-zone then next time. It is mid-zone, right? Yeah, we're entering the mid-zone now. I believe so. Let's take a look at the map, but it seems a good place to put a cut in here. And I hope the story recap makes a little bit more sense now if you've been as confused as I am. Yes, mid-zone next time. So for now, thank you for watching, and until then, take care.